You just crossed 100,000 miles in your diesel car. Congratulations. Your engine is barely broken in. But here's what nobody tells you when you hit this milestone. Everything is about to change. Not dramatically, not overnight. But the maintenance strategy that got you to 100,000 miles won't get you to 300,000. The service intervals you've been following, they need adjusting. The problems you've never had, they're about to start appearing. The lifetime fluids in your car, they're not going to last much longer. The pattern is clear. Owners who understand what changes at high mileage are driving their diesels to 250,000, 300,000, even 400,000 miles. Owners who don't, they're dealing with expensive failures and wondering why their reliable diesel let them down. However, make sure to watch till the end, because change number 10 involves a fluid your manual says is lifetime, but owners who believe that are now dealing with repair bills that exceed the value of their cars. Let's start with the most critical change that happens right around 100,000 miles. Change number 1, oil change intervals need to decrease, not increase. This goes against everything you've been told. Conventional wisdom says engines get more reliable with age and can go longer between services. For diesels, it's exactly backwards. High-mileage diesel engines produce more blow-by. Piston rings wear slightly, allowing more combustion gases past. Valve guide seals age, allowing more oil consumption. These aren't catastrophic failures, they're normal aging, but they mean your oil gets contaminated faster than when the engine was new. Experienced diesel owners who run oil analysis consistently report the same finding. After 100,000 miles, their oil shows higher contamination at 5,000 miles than it did at 7,000 miles when the engine was new. This is smart maintenance. If your diesel has been on 7,500-mile intervals, drop to 6,000. If you've been doing 5,000, consider 4,000 to 4,500. The cost difference is minimal. The protection difference is substantial. At 200,000 miles, some owners drop to 4,000-mile intervals. Their used oil analysis confirms this isn't excessive. The oil at 4,000 miles shows similar wear levels to what it showed at 6,000 when the engine was new. The engine still runs perfectly. They're just adapting to reality. Change number 2, injector inspection becomes critical, not optional. Diesel injectors don't come with a fixed lifespan. Some fail at 60,000 miles. Others last 250,000 miles. But 100,000 miles is when inspection changes from if you feel like it to absolutely necessary. Modern common rail injectors operate at pressures exceeding 23,000 pounds per square inch. That's extreme stress on precision components. Over time, internal deposits form, spray patterns degrade, and injector performance deteriorates. The experiences vary widely. Some taxi drivers report 300,000 miles on original injectors when driven hard daily, using quality fuel and changing oil every 5,000 miles. Others report 3 injectors failing at 80,000 miles after the previous owner used cheap fuel and rarely did highway driving. The pattern is clear. Injectors that fail early usually have a reason: contaminated fuel, excessive idling, short trips only, or cheap fuel quality. Injectors that last forever get clean fuel, regular highway use, and proper maintenance. At 100,000 miles, have your injectors tested, not replaced. A proper test measures spray pattern, return flow, and cylinder contribution. This costs $150 to $300 and tells you exactly which injectors, if any, need attention. Replacing all injectors preventively costs $1,200 to $2,500 and might be completely unnecessary. Here's what you should be doing after 100,000 miles to protect your injectors. Use a quality diesel fuel injector cleaner every 3,000 to 5,000 miles. Look for products that specifically clean high-pressure common rail injectors. Brands like Liquimoly, Hot Shot Secret, or Stanodyne are proven to work. These cleaners dissolve internal deposits before they cause spray pattern degradation. This costs $15 to $25 every few tanks. Compare that to injector replacement at $300 to $500 each, and the investment makes perfect sense. But ignoring injector health? That's how you end up with the horror stories. Failed injectors that dump raw fuel into cylinders, wash oil off cylinder walls, dilute crankcase oil, and cause catastrophic engine damage costing thousands to repair. Change number 3, transmission fluid myths will cost you thousands. Your manual says lifetime transmission fluid. That's the most expensive lie in automotive maintenance. The transmission fluid change debate is fierce, but the consensus from experienced owners is clear. Change the fluid. Do it between 60,000 and 100,000 miles if it's never been done. Use proper fluid and change the filter. The myth that changing high-mileage transmission fluid causes failure comes from people who change fluid on transmissions that were already failing. They feel a shudder at 150,000 miles, finally change the fluid, transmission fails 2 months later, and they blame the fluid change. The transmission was already dying. The fluid change was a last-ditch attempt that came too late. Multiple experienced owners report successful fluid changes at 100,000, 150,000, even 200,000 miles with no issues, as long as the transmission was shifting properly before the change. The proper method at high mileage: drop the pan, replace the filter, refill with correct fluid. Don't do a high-pressure flush. Don't use cheap fluid. Do it once, then maintain regular intervals of 40,000 to 60,000 miles from that point forward. Cost $200 to $400. Compare that to transmission replacement at $3,000 to $6,000. Change number 4, coolant becomes a priority, not an afterthought. Modern extended life coolants claim 150,000 miles or 10 years, but experienced owners consistently recommend changing at 100,000 miles or 5 years, whichever comes first. Here's why. Coolant doesn't just cool, it prevents corrosion. Over time, the corrosion inhibitors deplete and the coolant becomes acidic. Acidic coolant attacks aluminum components, heater cores, and radiator tubes from the inside. Many owners report following manufacturer lifetime coolant recommendations only to face head gasket failures or radiator replacements at 110,000 to 130,000 miles when the acidic coolant deteriorated the components. These repairs cost $1,000 to $2,000 or more. Coolant change costs $100 to $200. Radiator or heater core replacement costs $500 to $1,500 plus labor. The math is obvious. At 100,000 miles, change your coolant, even if the manual doesn't require it. Test the pH if you want scientific proof, but most experienced owners just change it and sleep better. Change number 5, fuel system maintenance intensifies. Between 0 and 100,000 miles, your fuel system is relatively forgiving. After 100,000, not so much. High-mileage diesels are more sensitive to fuel quality. They're less tolerant of water contamination. They're more vulnerable to injector deposits, and they show the effects of marginal fuel faster than newer engines. The recommendations are consistent. After 100,000 miles, change your fuel filter more frequently. If you were doing 20,000-mile intervals, drop to 15,000. If you were at 15,000, go to 10,000. Use fuel additives more regularly. Not every tank, but every third or fourth fill-up. Choose additives with lubricity improvers and injector cleaners, not just cetane boosters. Be more selective about where you buy fuel. That quiet station with dusty pumps and questionable fuel turnover? It was risky before 100,000 miles. After, it's asking for problems. The cost of better fuel habits is minimal. The cost of injector failures or high-pressure pump damage from contaminated fuel is thousands. Change number 6. Turbo care becomes more important than ever. Here's the good news. Turbos routinely last well beyond 100,000 miles with proper care. Multiple owners report 200,000, 250,000, even 300,000 miles on original turbos. The bad news? After 100,000 miles, the turbo is less forgiving of abuse and neglect. Things that didn't hurt your turbo much at 50,000 miles. Immediate shutdown after hard driving, low oil level, extended oil change intervals, now cause accelerated wear. The bearings have more cumulative wear, the seals are older, and the margin for error is smaller. The advice is consistent. After 100,000 miles, be more religious about turbo cool down. Never skip oil changes. Use quality oil. Watch for early warning signs like excessive oil consumption, blue smoke, or whistling noises. If your turbo has made it to 100,000 miles, it can easily make it to 200,000 or beyond, but only if you respect it more, not less. Change number 7. Transmission fluid becomes non-negotiable. We covered this earlier, but it deserves emphasis because the lifetime fluid lie causes more expensive failures than almost any other maintenance myth. When real-world evidence is overwhelming, automatic transmissions with regular fluid changes at 60,000, 100,000, and 150,000 miles routinely last 250,000 to 300,000 miles. Transmissions on lifetime fluid frequently fail between 120,000 and 180,000 miles. The transmission doesn't care what your manual says, it cares about the condition of the fluid actually lubricating and cooling its components. That fluid breaks down from heat, becomes contaminated with clutch material and metal particles, and loses its protective properties. At 100,000 miles, if you've never changed transmission fluid, do it now. Drop the pan, replace the filter, use the correct manufacturer-specified fluid. Then change it again every 40,000 to 60,000 miles. This costs $200 to $400 per service. Transmission replacement costs $3,000 to $6,000. And there is no scenario where ignoring transmission fluid saves money.